Hello there, Diet Rebel Scum and Diet Rebel Scum Curious. Diet Rebel Scum being those of us who have taken the government recommended food pyramid and said to hell with that. We are not going to eat high carb, low fat. We are eating high fat, low carb because we think we've been lied to. Or if you're very kind, you may think it's just a big mistake. With some people maybe it is, but I think some people are just downright evil as the years go on. Anyway, hey, I just want to check in. I wanted to do a rant video yesterday, but I didn't get a chance. Didn't get a chance to do that. I stayed at my parents' house a little bit later than normal visiting and needed to get to bed. I've been trying to go to bed earlier, get better sleep. And I tell you what, so this video is just going to be a little check-in on my caffeine reduction. I think I'm noticing already some positive benefits. If I haven't mentioned them already, but I'm just kind of reaffirming them or confirming, whatever. And anyway, so I've got my caffeine consumption down to probably a quarter at most of what I used to. So I'm no longer getting a cup of coffee when I get up in the morning. Not real coffee. I'm doing the decaf. So this decaf instant, I'm fixing one of those. And I have been putting a teaspoon of hippie organic sugar in it. You know, it's kind of like trading poisons. You know, I'm trying to give up one really super harmful one, I think. I don't care what the people say about coffee being good for you. I think that's a scam. That's a topic for another video. There's other people. There's this whole genre of people quitting coffee on YouTube. You know, it's been around for a few years, and some people are just flat out saying the promotion of drinking coffee is actually to serve a greater need of suppressing people, the population, by keeping them addicted to a substance. You know, that actually sounds possible to me, especially after what we've went through a few years ago over the last, few years. So, yeah, so I have, today did not start out well. And I had a huge, what I really noticed big time with my reduced caffeine. I had no caffeine this morning, and when I got in the car, I had a cup of green tea, no sugar in it, just regular green tea. And but so the day when I got up, nothing wrong at home, but when I left, I drove to work today, and oh my God, the traffic it wasn't bad until I got into downtown. And when I got into downtown, I know there was a right lane was closed, and which made I waited through like 2 or 3 of the same stoplight before I wasn't even close to the intersection yet. So the left lane was open and people going, but you had to turn left if you got in the left lane, and that's away from where I was going. So I thought, but what the hell? I'm not going to sit here and wait another 5 stoplights just to get up to another one that's going to be another waiting 5 stoplights. I mean, this is going to take forever just to get 3 blocks. So I get in the left lane and I take an alternate route. I go a couple blocks down and I go to the north a mile or 2. And so I get as far north as I need to go, and then I start going back here east towards where I work. But there's railroad tracks that I have to go over. And lo and behold, there was a train. I saw it like 3 or 4 blocks away. I could see the train, and not only was there a train crossing, backing up traffic, it was stopped. A lot of times the trains will stop and load up something somewhere, and then they stop there sometimes quite a few minutes. They're just sitting there So I go another mile north because there's a bridge that goes under that same railroad track a mile away. Well, I guess, I don't know if the traffic's always that bad on that street, because I never need to go there on my way to work because it's out of the way. But I was avoiding the stopped train. Well, I may not be the only one who knows that trick to go to that street to go under the bridge, because I was stopped and traffic light would only advance me about 5 cars, and it took for freaking ever. And by the time I got up to the intersection, I still wasn't even to the bridge. The train had already started back up and gone. Like, it was there when I at the first few lights, but then it started going, and so all that roundabout way to dodge what started to be a just road construction turned into, like, I don't know, 30 or 40 freaking minutes downtown. Okay, so all that to say, I could have ridden my bicycle. I could have pedaled my ass to work on my 12-mile route faster than I drove 10 miles today. Well, since I tried to go around, I probably added the 2 miles, so it was probably 12 miles of driving. But that 12 miles of driving would have been held up 10 miles. If I made it the shortest route, I would have been blocked by the train, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it gets complicated. So anyway, normally, okay, all that to say, if I had been in my coffee drinking days and had a big cup of coffee when I got up that morning and had another one for my drive to work, that's usually what I would do. If I didn't drink at all, I would still have it, be working on my way to work, and I'd be getting hopped up. I probably would have had a few little cussing fits in the car. Nothing crazy. I'm a little more dramatic when I'm by myself, just to, maybe it's the I always wanted to be a famous actor, Hollywood star. Actually, I wanted to be a rock star. But anyway, I could pretend I'm an actor, so I could get all my emotions out and just, have a cussing fit in the car just for fun. But it would really irk me, that being stuck in traffic. I'd be like, what the hell? I'm trying to dodge the train, and now it's, 800 other people dodging the train too. So anyway, that was a mess. And then but I tell you what, I stayed calm through that whole damn thing. I see the train up on the bridge, I'm like, okay, well, this was a good choice because the train's still there. So dodging the train was the right choice. But I am so far back up in this, the traffic light's way the hell up there. And I've already gone through 2 or 3 cycles of the light, and we only advance about 5 car lengths. I'm like, what, is everybody not noticing it's turning green or what? And but I still didn't get pissed. And I'm like, man, I'm feeling really calm. I mean, usually I'd be like so pissed every time the light turned red again, and I barely move. I would be like, yeah. Anyway, you get the point. So I think this. Oh, and also, I would maybe. I'm about to eat lunch. I'm taking my little walk around the neighborhood, get some full sun in these eyes with no glasses, get some good, a little bit of vitamin D. I'm not running at lunch. I'm going to be eating. I'm kind of busy at work. I need to kind of eat at my desk while I work on something. But anyway, yeah, it's gone very good. Let's see, what was the, when I got to work, I was like, hey, I'm pretty calm. Now I had my green tea in this Yeti silver vacuum insulated thing, big cup. Now it was getting very low. I was getting towards the end of it, and the tea bag was still in there. And I had, when I walked in my office, I was prying the lid up a little bit. It's a little silicone gasketed thing, and I was prying the lid up because I was about to just dump the last of that tea out. It was cold, and but I got distracted and I stopped, but I still had pried it up a little bit, and I fidgeted with something on my desk, And then I went to take a drink. I thought, because I knew there was some still in there, and I had forgotten that I had just pried it up a little bit, but it still was mostly on. But I did open up a little gap, and I went to take a drink to throw the last like little half ounce in there down, and it came out and went down my chin and onto my shirt. And it's like, holy cow, the workday's just starting, and I spilled tea on my shirt. This shirt's like really light blue. Now, luckily it was green tea, which is very, very faint colored. You know, I'm like, maybe it won't even, and it doesn't show, I don't think, once it dried, which didn't take very long. On this linen shirt, it dried within 15 minutes, you know, nobody even noticed. So anyway, okay, so now, if I had done that, and I had been drinking coffee, well, first of all, the coffee would be darker and be more likely to stain. But just that initial, like, dumping stuff on my face and on my clothes, my knee-jerk reaction would have been to be really pissed at myself. I'd have been like, what the hell? I loosened the lid on myself. I like sabotaged myself, and now I've stained my clothes. I would have been so pissed after being pissed about the traffic. So it's so freaking weird. And I'm in a totally fine mood right now. I'm not missing the caffeine. I never got a caffeine headache because I've been slowly dwindling down the caffeine. You know, I still had a cup of coffee. I had a real latte, vanilla latte, Saturday morning after running. But then I didn't have any more real coffee the rest of the day. And, well, maybe a teaspoon of instant coffee, the Real Stuff Taster's Choice. I think I had 1 teaspoon of that later in the day, mixed with another teaspoon of decaf. I think I did that. Was the only other caffeine from coffee, and the rest was maybe a tea here and there, a green tea, and then maybe an Earl Grey. But anyway, so no headache. I did not want to do the cold turkey withdrawals because some of the people on YouTube that have done these how they quit coffee kind of thing, they tell some of the horror stories, man. They go into a depression for a day or two, headaches really bad for a day. I don't need that in my life. I'm okay. I'm patient enough to spread it out over a week or so and just kind of ease my way. Okay, I think that's about it. That's about all I wanted to say today. Or I want to say more today, but anyway, it's pretty damn hot out here. The weather is supposed to be in the upper 80s Fahrenheit today, and it feels it right now. It's full sun, and I'm starting to sweat a little bit under my shirt here. Oh, and anyway, yeah, I need to get back inside, but it is beautiful. I would normally be running out here in this shirtless because I'm trying to get the all over tan, and I do have an all over tan. It's all over except for where my underwear goes and my feet. My feet are not tan. Okay, that may be too much information. All right, gonna let you go. Let's have a caffeine free and low carb day. Maybe not caffeine free, but low caffeine, low carb. See you later.